All eyes on me. All eyes on me. All eyes on me. All eyes on me.
Welcome to the Ninja A-League Highlights Show. We begin with the Round 8 midweek fixture between Brisbane Roar and Melbourne City. The home side, coming off a 1-1 draw against the Western Sydney Wanderers, brought attacking midfielder Kaya Stevenson into the starting lineup at the expense of American Ashlyn Miller. For the visitors, who suffered a shock 3-1 loss to Newcastle in their last outing, Briley Henry returned to the starting 11 as Danella Buttress was omitted due to concussion. 17-year-old sensation Shelby McMahon was listed on the substitutes bench for the first time in more than a month.
McNamara down the right. Uchendu and Keane wait in the middle. McNamara, quick burst of speed and cleared away just over the head of Uchendu. And Piazza was in the right position at the fall of the ball. Uchendu. Chinaza Uchendu from distance. And with the bobble, Chloe Lincoln is able to come out and field the ball. Turner, right back up the middle, a skim header and a good save. Lincoln holding on after Rebecca Stott was trying to glance it into the goal. 18 Keane running at Amy Medwin, jags right, goes to ground, referee points to the penalty spot. More drama. McNamara's penalty. Holly McNamara scores for Melbourne City. Chloe Lincoln dived the other way. And late in this first half, it's Melbourne City who score from the penalty spot. A hush falls over Spencer Park under this corner. First header McNamara, volleyed on by Otto. And off the line, Briley Henry foiled. McNamara follows in. It's a real penalty area scrap. And the Raw hold their ground. A massive goal line stand for Brisbane. And if they get anything out of tonight, that will be a key moment. High, looping, falling on the pack of players and falling out at the far post. It's going to be repeat corners. Last touch off Melbourne City. Second ball, the shout from the bench, but McMahon is there for it. Studer legally through. Alicia Woods, Brisbane continue to attack. Woods to Miller. Miller shoots and it's in! Brisbane get their equaliser! Ashlyn Miller breaking through the hands of Milena Mirez. An incredibly hard-earned point for the Brisbane Roar. And instead of breaking clear at the top of the league, Melbourne City reached the halfway mark of their campaign, 2 points clear of the rest. And the Brisbane Roar, well, they only gain an additional point as they close the gap to the top 6. Full time at Spencer Park. It's ended Brisbane Roar 1, Melbourne City 1.
Three days on from that stirring result against the league leaders, Brisbane welcomed second-placed Canberra to Spencer Park. Alex Smith made 3 changes to his starting 11, with Kira Myers, Ashlyn Miller and Josie Studer all given the nod. Kaya Stevenson, Ava Piazza and Sian Fryer all moved back to the bench. For Canberra, who had a 7-game unbeaten streak snapped by Wellington Phoenix last time out, Tegan Bertolicio was suspended after picking up a red card against the Knicks. Her place was taken by Sophia Christopherson. Ava Breedis returned to the matchday squad on the bench.
Heyman bearing down, not convincing whatsoever by Lincoln, and a delightful finish to get things underway at Spencer Park. And in her first start of the campaign, it's none other than Sophia Christopherson with a faultless finish. Medwin's done very well. Amy Medwin, what can she produce? A beautiful ball. And the arrival of Kira Myers looked like it was on a platter. Really nice moment. Now Woods. She has a bit of time. Whoa! Well, that's not far off. Well, listen to the crowd. Brisbane just starting to flex their muscles. This is really well worked by Amy Medwin. Or maybe a break here for Brisbane. Jansen looking forward. Nice pass as well, picks out Miller. Miller can pick a pass. Anton centering passes there if she can find it for Brown. Well, it's too easy. A shake of the head, but undoubtedly the ball is in the back of the net. And Daisy Brown, her second of the campaign, and what an important one it is. That pass has worked out very well. Sean Fryer skips past Taylor Young, but she is quick. Fryer, decision to make, centering ball, and an even better finish. Sean Fryer, the Matilda, whips a shot across the face of goal, tucks it away into the far corner. Well, that's the kind of impact a player of her quality can make, fresh off the bench. That's a delightful finish. Here's Jansen. Nice little touch, Bente Jansen, that's silky stuff. Well, that would have been a very special finish. Ashlyn Miller has worked hard tonight. She gives the thumbs up. Oh, it's smooth by Tish Woods. Now Kaya Stevenson. Lovely centering pass. If a Brisbane player can make it, first to it. And it is in the back of the net. It's coolly done. And it's a deserved goal, you'd have to say, for Bente Jansen. The pressure, unrelenting. And the class and quality of the finish from Jansen. It has been a long 6 years between wins for Brisbane Roar. But they've finally done it. The last time they defeated Canberra was February of 2020. But they now go 5 games undefeated. They grab a crucial 3 points. Full time at Spencer Park. It's the home side, Brisbane Roar 3, defeating Canberra United 1.
At number 2 Sports Ground in Newcastle, the Jets hosted Adelaide United in another midweek catch-up game, this time from round 10. The home side was brimming with confidence after upsetting top-of-the-ladder Melbourne City on the road. Stephen Hoyle made 4 changes, rotating club captain Cassidy Davis, Claudia Chico, India Breyer and Sophie Hoban into the starting 11 for Newcastle's 5th match in 19 days. Adelaide, meanwhile, made 2 changes to the team that beat Melbourne Victory at Coopers Stadium. Sarah Morgan and Isabel Hodgson were included in the starting side for the Reds as they chased a first win in Newcastle since February 2021.
Toland, back pass, Malak. Tonkin, Morgan. This is the ball, Newcastle take over. Dundas working with Hoban, crossbar! And then first back to react is Toland, clearing it away. Newcastle still have possession, this time though with Adelaide back in numbers. First time cross. One at the back post, but beyond the back post is Lancaster and Cass Davis wheels around and scores. It had been coming and the Jets get reward, taking the lead. And it is their most senior player, Cassidy Davis. Adelaide need to stop this becoming 2, and to equalise straight from kickoff would be a great start. Condon! Oh! It kept bouncing across the face. Lancaster gets the better of Toland. Libby Copus-Brown making ground in the middle. Lancaster finds her now. It slides on. Kelly Brown steadies and saved. A second chance and into the side netting. Big opportunities for the Jets. Now Sarah Morgan works. Hodgson frees the feet for a cross into the near post. Healy! Adelaide equalise. What a good finish from Erin Healy, and the half-time substitute has made the impact. And the Reds are level. Tash Pryor back on, back into the action. Healy advancing. Healy! Good save. Adelaide parries the ball out for a corner. Condon's thoughts are of bending it into the near post, and McNamara is up. It's a real scramble, and in. Forced over the line, and Adelaide lead. Coast corner has been the tonic. And the congratulations appear to be coming for the youngster, Karina Rossi. Cross in from Ayres, and it slides on without a decisive touch. Davis, last minute of stoppage. India Breyer, onto the preferred left foot. It takes a deflection off Morgan. Collins bobs it through. Ayres foiled, deflected away. And the ball runs out for a throw in. Adelaide stand tough. What a win. They win away in Newcastle for the first time in almost 5 years. And they do so coming from behind. What a defensive stand. It's the sort of win that can make a season. It's a memorable night for Adelaide as they prevail over the Newcastle Jets by 2-1.
At Polytech Stadium, the Central Coast Mariners were eyeing off top spot on the competition table with a win against the visiting Western Sydney Wanderers. Corey Babington announced the same starting 11 that drew 1-1 with Perth Glory in their last match. There were 2 changes to the substitutes bench, with Tiana Fuller and Eliza Familton preferred to Tess Quilligan and Kai Buchanan. Injury forced 2 changes to the Wanderers 11, with Chloe Berryhill announcing her retirement from professional football after suffering a devastating knee injury the last week. Fellow midfielder Amy Chisari, meanwhile, picked up a cork and was moved to the bench. Anna Harada and Holly Caspers were included in the visitors' starting 11.
Here's another chance for the Wanderers. Lovely threaded through ball for Holly Caspers. She makes absolutely no mistake. The visiting Western Sydney Wanderers take the lead. They continue to be a bunny side for the Mariners. Prakash. Ivani Prakash thinking about the shot herself. Still Prakash. In behind for Rasmussen. Annalise Rasmussen equalises for the Mariners. She just needed one chance and goes back equal on top of the Golden Boot race. It's fascinating that she's been preferred to come on ahead of Tiana Fuller. We'll hold that thought though, because here come the Wanderers. Eunice is delivering the header. What a goal! Holly Caspers has a double. Talia Eunice with a fantastic assist. And the visiting Wanderers retake the lead.
That was an absolute world-class delivery from Talia Eunice.
Tamal Evans delivery in behind for Hamilton, who hits Karmas at close range. That is brave goalkeeping. They say you have to be a little bit crazy to be a goalkeeper, and Sham Karmas has done a wonderful job there. Tiana Fuller now has Trimmers on her inside. Instead, she'll hit it to Millie Farrow, who hits the crossbar on the volley. Inches away from the sensational, inches away from a Mariners equaliser. The Central Coast Mariners home record is breached. The Western Sydney Wanderers have won for only the second time this season. Full time in Gosford. The Central Coast Mariners 1, Western Sydney Wanderers 2.
At the Sam Kerr Football Centre, Perth Glory were eager to keep their impressive home record alive with a 5th straight win. Stephen Peters made just one change to the team that earned a point on the road in Gosford. Charlie Wainwright returned to the centre of midfield, replacing Clancy West away. Opponents Melbourne City were also coming off a 1-1 draw and made one solitary change. New Zealand international Devon Jackson came into the starting 11 after Chinaza Uchendu was ruled out with concussion. 16-year-old defender Kira Saris made her way onto the bench.
It's Turner to kick it in. It goes high. Drops on the head of a Melbourne City player. It's still in the air. Stock got a head to it. And finally, Teresa Morrissey gets her gloves to it.
Yeah, nice, strong take from Teresa Morrissey. She's been great in goals for Perth as well. Really solid at the back.
Now the pressure at the other side. Ball forward for Holly McNamara to chip in. Holly McNamara! She takes the lead in the Golden Boot race, and Melbourne City take flight. McKenna sends it into the area. It's at the feet of her captain, and the captain, Rebecca Stott, sends it over the crossbar. Stott with a midfield transfer to Devon Jackson, who's on her own in space and can shoot from there. Lands it on top of the netting.
You see there's trends within.
Here's an opportunity for Melbourne City, tapped on and almost to goal. Here's Bronte True. Looking for the chip in to Fonson Cam, and she can chase it up. Can O'Donoghue. Nearly. That's about their best look so far. Jackson heaves it forward for Briley Henry, sets her up beautifully. Henry can go herself here. Looks for the cross. McNamara set up, she tees up, and she scores it! Holly McNamara completes the brace. 2 from 2.
That was wonderful work down this right-hand side from Briley Henry.
Here's Zog. Had her eyes up. Zog tees one up, and it bounces on the top of the crossbar. The fortress has been breached. Perth Glory end their string of wins at home, and Melbourne City answer the challenge. After a demanding week, travel across the country, and a growing injury list, the reigning premiers found a way to win here. They were resilient and composed and had the quality when it mattered most. So full-time here at the Sam Kerr Football Centre. Melbourne City take the win 2 over Perth Glory 0.
At Porirua Park, Wellington Phoenix and Adelaide United players observed a moment's silence before the fixture to honour the victims of the Mount Maunganui landslide, which occurred 4 days earlier. In team news, Bev Priestman made just one change to the side that won away in Canberra, with Emma Main ruled out due to an illness. Pia Vlock took her place in the starting lineup alongside American attacker Michaela Woods. Theo Siunis made 3 changes to the starting side that won in Newcastle midweek. The Taranto twins, Mel and Adriana, returned alongside striker Erin Healy.
On and behind, here's a chance. The race is on, she gets there, unselfishly plays it to Woods, who does, puts it back across the face of goal, back across, past the keeper of the Wellington Phoenix, despite being on their heels early, have the lead.
Within 15 minutes, the Phoenix are ahead. The home fans very happy with that one. Michaela Woods, what an impact she has had since signing on.
Here's a nice slide rule ball. Nunn's going to make it 2. Exquisite finish. Again, Adelaide protests the offside flag. It stays down. The score goes up. It's 2-0.
What a start from the home side. Was Nunn getting through in behind. Malak had no chance once she went round her. If we look at this one again, it's a clever pass. Incisive pass through the Adelaide defence.
Taranto, Adriana, one-on-one against Walker. Drops a shoulder, cuts in, clever, shoots wide, did all the hard work, couldn't bend it into the top corner.
A gilded opportunity for Adriana Taranto.
Oh, here's trouble. Heineberg shoots, blazes over the bar. She fed herself there.
Zoe Benson, she scored that goal in the grand final that you mentioned earlier, the winner.
Adelaide very much struggling to get outside of the area at the moment. Elliott finds Nunn, she shoots and quite magnificently wraps up all 3 competition points, with the 3rd on the afternoon for the Wellington Phoenix. It's Wellington 3, Adelaide 0.
Powerful finish there from Brooke Nunn. Straight in the goal.
Can't help but think this heavy workload during the weeks catching up with Adelaide. They look a weary side. We know they're a good passing team. Hasn't been as crisp. They might get away in here. Yes, they have. Just like that, there is life. Ball in, might have deflected off a Phoenix player, but it's put home by Isabel Hodgson, who does not care, her first goal of the season. It's now Wellington 3, Adelaide 1. The Wellington Phoenix have climbed over an informed Adelaide side and climbed up to second on the A-League ladder, thanks to an important and impressive victory, 3-1.
Finally, to the home of the Matildas for the Big Blue between Melbourne Victory and Sydney FC. Jeff Hopkins made 2 changes to the starting side that lost to Adelaide in their last outing. Rihanna Policina out with a wrist injury, while Laura Pickett was omitted. Rosie Curtis and Rachel Lowe came in as their replacements. Ante Juric made just 1 change to the Sydney team that lost to the Jets prior to bye weekend. An ankle injury to Bianca Garlich meant Madison Asen entered the starting 11. A win for Victory would break a 2-game losing run and catapult them to second on the ladder.
Long time between goals on the road for Sydney, still yet to score away. They'd love to change that early here as Lowry swings it in and the header is off the post. I fancy from a Victory defender. No goals in 5 games on the road this season. That is about as close as they have come yet to changing that tap. They win it back here through Lemon. Miscontrol, Cassar is going to swing her boot towards it. Oh, fantastic save by Courtney Newbon. Kennedy White trying to twist and turn and find a shooting angle. She does too. A second crack for Kennedy White. Off the post, still alive. Furphy has a pop, and it will be a corner for Melbourne Victory. That is a nice little wake-up moment for the home side.
Certainly is, Lockie. Here's Kennedy White doing what she does best. She created a great opportunity there.
Lowry, just a bit of a miscommunication between her and Abby Lemon. And a miscue from Willa Pearson affords the football to Sienna Silvesca. We'll look up and see Sophia Sakalis bearing down on goal. The childhood Victory fan, could she open the scoring in the Big Blue? Not quite. And the Sydney FC scare survived. Oh, this one is won back by Kennedy White. It's a huge opportunity to open the Big Blue scoring. And it's a big save to match from Heather Hins. This one is a tough angle. It's a good delivery though from Janchevsky. Hins has to dive down to make a stop. Don't think she was expecting that one to trickle all the way through, but it did. McGrady up the line for the extra energy of the sub Grace Marr. Kennedy White wins it back, cut back for Lowe. The home of the Matildas grandstand with heads in hands across the seats. And this Alana Janchevsky corner allowed to move in the penalty area by Sydney FC. Lowry eventually clearing it the second time of asking. Back in from Taylor Ray. Chester down, Ella O'Grady! Frustration on the face of the youngster. It's always alive and there to be won, and in it comes for Kennedy White. It's a superb save from Heather Hins. For the first time in 33 head-to-head meetings, there is no breakthrough in the Big Blue as the spoils are shared at the home of the Matildas. Full-time sees Melbourne Victory 0, Sydney FC 0.
The big mover from the Ninja A-League weekend was Wellington Phoenix, who jumped from 9th to 2nd place after the home win against Adelaide. Melbourne City moved 5 points clear at the top of the league after beating Perth Glory on the road. Canberra, Brisbane, the Mariners and Victory round out the top 6. At the foot of the table, Wanderers' second win of the season closed the gap to Sydney FC to just 2 points. Join us again next week for another absorbing edition of the Ninja Highlight Show, headlined by the Sydney derby between the Sky Blues and Wanderers from Allianz Stadium. Until then, it's goodbye.